So, Heidi May,
Me.
yeah, and I'm Christopher. You know that. You came to the show, and I do a thing in the show where people can ask me questions, and they can ask me anything that's on their mind,
Yeah.
and I take 5 questions and I make up answers to it. But usually the people are shocked because of the answers. The other day, somebody asked me, "Why is the sky blue?" So I explained about refractive light and the moisture level in our atmosphere and how we're made up of hydrogen and nitrogen.
So you actually went into this
The
legit.
scientific thing.
Wow.
And afterwards, some guy came up to me, because I did it all. Like, light is bent, and you're seeing the reflective, anyways, of the spectrum. And a guy came up to me and said, "I am a physicist, and you nailed it." He's like, "I didn't expect that. I thought you were going to say because it was made that way," or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyways, so I do these surprise answers, but people tend to ask me the same questions. They think they're being funny on some, well, boxers or briefs. That's always one of them. And I just go, neither, which you'll verify. Yeah. Whatever. Anyways, so the one question I get all the time is, where do people live in Branson? Because they only see the strip.
Yeah.
They see that. They see the red route, the yellow route, the beige route, the plaid route, the tartan route.
Candy striper route.
Candy striper route. And they want to know where people live. They don't know that we actually live here.
Yeah, in
like
homes.
They think that we commute to Branson.
Commute from where?
That's
the
what
hills?
I say. But people live in Branson.
Maybe they think that we live in holes. And,
No.
and every morning,
There's a lot of communities.
hi ho, hi
Yeah.
ho, hi Branson, we go.
Well, when I have people come out to Chateau de Christopher here,
Yes.
whatever it is,
I mean, it's lovely.
it is lovely. I decorated it all myself.
Surprising.
So
It's very crisp.
Spartan. It is. I keep things very simple. Anyways, when people come out to my little abode, they're always surprised because they don't know that this little housing area
Exists.
exists, because it's kind of unique.
Yeah.
My street, because it doesn't fit into the surroundings.
No.
No.
It doesn't. I haven't seen it in daylight yet.
You don't want to.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No. If I had driven a different way to get here, I wouldn't have bought it.
I think
no.
I drove the route that you're talking about that you wouldn't have bought it if you'd driven it. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're fine people.
Yes, I'm sure they're lovely.
Anyways, they don't know I live here, which is funny because one day somebody said to me, "We know your neighbor so and so,"
Okay.
and this is a while ago. I probably had different neighbors, but they said, "We know your neighbor so and so." I'm like, "Who is that?" And they said, "Yeah, they've lived next door to you for all these years." I'm like, "Really? Hey, what do they do?" And so they start marveling at the fact that I know nothing about my neighbors, because you know me, I don't go outside.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't,
just
because it's like
covers
nature.
I see. I like nature.
I don't know.
I
can't get a Wi-Fi signal.
Well, it depends where you are, but I like controlled nature.
Like a zoo.
No, not like a zoo. Like
Because you're wearing like very zoo-ish.
Well,
it's an animal. I just realized it. I've been sitting here looking, and I knew it was spots
yes,
of
it's actually
a leopard.
A leopard, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a leopard. We don't have leopards around here in Branson. We get cougars. We got a ton of cougars.
Yeah, a lot. But they should bring the leopards in. Sort of mix up
that's
that.
what we want. We want wild cats.
Yes.
But I don't know my neighbors. I don't. But it's just me. It's not them. It's me. I keep to myself. I build fences.
Are you
fences.
just like on your porch just rocking?
I don't go on the porch. You haven't seen my porches, but we have all of these decks and stuff. And the first few years, people are like, "This is great. You should have parties." I'm like, "I never come out here." And they're like, "Oh my God." They're like, "This is nuts."
So you could just bill someone to live there, apartment.
Yeah. We were going to convert
balcony.
them. We were going to convert them into bedrooms because I never go outside. And then we built a fire pit at my house.
Why did you build a fire pit if you don't
Because
go outside?
everyone was like, "You have this whole backyard."
So peer pressure.
And my house is like one of the highest houses in Branson. You can see the whole city,
Okay.
Outside. And so they were like, "You have a great view and you should have a fire pit."
Okay.
So we built this fire pit. I had these people come in and bring rocks and all this. And then I was worried that the fire pit was going to get nasty, because when you have fire, you have dirt and smoke and soot.
I don't think you have dirt.
It gets dirty.
Ash.
It gets dirty. And so we had somebody build a fire pit down away from the fire pit so we could have fires there.
Wait, you have a fire pit, and you have
It's a model. It's like a guest towel thing.
Okay, so you're like, this is our display
We can
fire
sit
pit.
here, and there's wood in there stacked strategically, so it
But
looks nice.
If you want to burn anything, you need to
You have to go to the stunt fire pit.
functional
Yeah.
fire pit.
People thought I was joking until they came out, sat at the fire pit, and they looked behind the fire pit was a smaller fire pit.
Okay, so do you have display guests as well? So you're
No.
like, these are my display guests around the display fire pit.
I have a good friend, Darren.
Okay.
He came over to my house. He was in the show with me and came to the house, and we have candles all through our yard that are on timers. So they all light at a certain time, and we have that. And we have the fake fire pit, and he thought that was hilarious. And
Yeah.
we have, all the candles are fake. And I have little things that spray out scents, so it smells like. Listen, I don't want something to catch on fire, and so we have this, and we're sitting out there, and he's like, "I love this deck," and I said, "Well, I have never been out here," and he's like, "You've lived here for like 3 years," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool, isn't it?" And so we hear these toads or frogs or animals, and he said, stopped, and he goes, "I kind of think that's a speaker, and that you have a audio track playing," but he didn't believe me that they were real. They were.
They were real.
We had them shipped in.
Okay, so you have this whole authentic outdoor experience, but you never go outdoors.
I never go outside.
So it's just
I have security cameras. You can see them. I can watch it on my phone. Like I really do. We have security cameras so we can see it all.
So you can
but
see
what we're trying to say is that you can live in Branson.
Yes, and have picturesque outdoors that you never
take advantage
go to.
of it. I don't.
Yeah.
But we have beds outside that we built so that we could sleep out there.
But
we never go out.
So,
we built it and we slept one time because it has a big net that you put because bugs.
So you built a bed, you built a fire pit, you put in speakers and timed candles and scent
We have a
diffusers,
playground. Yeah.
and you never go outside.
I don't. No. I watch the cameras when the kids go out.
That you.
I am not.
You're
I have
vicarious.
issues.
You're a vicarious outdoor enthusiast.
I have issues. I have issues. So, but we're saying that there are houses,
Yes,
and
there
we
are
live
houses.
in Branson, and you can buy real houses
Yeah.
that you can really use, and go and visit your neighbors. Some of them,
Yeah, depending
And,
on where you live.
depending on where you live,
Be
and get
neighborly.
out. Yeah, do that. Do that. That would be nice.
Bake pies.
Not pot pies. Burn your
No,
mouth.
not chicken
So that's a whole different
pies.
conversation.
Yeah.
But hey, we're just talking about the number one question I get: where do people live in Branson? We live in houses.
Yeah, with yards and neighbors.
And fake candles.
Yeah,
So
and shipped in.
we're just like you. I'm just like you. We're all
Yeah, we're
just like you.
we're
I
just
put my
normal
capri
people.
pants on 3/4 of a leg at a time, just like the rest of you. Bye.
Bye.
All that is true, by the way.
I'm like, what?
It's all
You're
true.
the weirdest person. You're very strange.